100 as we start me up a loud pay. When they come to get that money, we be bout that. When the sun go down, you know it's time to count that. If you tryna get some from me, meet me out west. I'm on 59 swinging with my down bitch.
Yo, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy BIGWAVEGOD.
La Lindsay.
Welcome back for another reaction video we gonna get in today. Today we doing the case of the dating app killer. He was outsmarted using his own tactics, which means you wasn't fucking very smart in the first place.
I was like, what do that mean? Outsmarted using your own tactics.
The same way he was killing people, he got caught, I guess. Probably dating app killer, probably was using Facebook like a damn dummy. New age killers, man, that's y'all new age serial killers. Y'all using Facebook and all that. Y'all ain't never seen Don't Fuck With Cats. They will track you down by the outlet on your wall.
Right? They like the doorknob, the door handle. They go look up all the Home Depots.
Who sold these specific doorknobs to what apartment complexes in the city? Like, they will get deep on your ass. So if you out there committing crimes, you better stay off the internet with it. Don't be using the internet to facilitate your crimes.
Right.
Don't even do crimes in the first place. So we're gonna get into this video and see what they talking about. The case of the dating app killer, guys. Let's see what they talking about. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let's get into it.
53 minutes before he killed her, 20-year-old Sarah Butler texted Khalil Wheeler Weaver, "You're not a serial killer, right?" Tragically, he was. Between August and November 2016, Wheeler Weaver murdered 3 women, including Butler.
Wait. She
well, that's like a joke that people do. Like, you know, don't kill me, right? You not a killer.
for sure. Like, but goddamn, bro.
And tried to kill a 4th. But he also left a trail of evidence behind him. Khalil Wheeler Weaver used dating apps and the social media app tag to lure his victims. Butler's family and friends, determined to find her killer, then turned the tables and used the tag app to track him down and bring him to justice. Welcome back to True Stories.
I like
Join
that
the
shit
family
because I like you motherfucking crazy ass motherfuckers to go down. And I like whenever people got a team behind them that's not letting it go. You know what I'm saying? I like that. I respect that.
And let us explore some of the most interesting true crime cases. As always, if you enjoy, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe.
Subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all subscribe to our channel.
Khalil Wheeler Weaver didn't strike most people as a cold-blooded killer. Clean-cut and well-dressed, he nevertheless had a deeply hidden dark side. Information on Wheeler Weaver's early life is limited. Weaver grew up in a comfortable home in a well-to-do neighborhood in Orange, New Jersey. And nothing in his home life seemed to indicate he would become a cold-blooded monster.
Exactly.
Several of his family members are employed with law enforcement. In late 2016, the 20-year-old himself was working as a security guard at a hotel and a grocery store.
I just want to say, a lot of people that grow up like that, when they people is cops and stuff, or their dads be preachers and shit, so not all the time, just a lot of the time.
Wait.
They end up going the opposite route.
What they gotta do with dads being preachers?
No, I'm saying a lot of times, like, if your dad is a cop or if your dad is a preacher, you know, most of the time, the kids, they go the opposite way. You know what I'm saying? In my experience.
My parents in the church home.
I'm talking about in my personal experience, the people I know in my life. You know what I'm saying?
Wheeler Weaver was described as calm and helpful by detectives. Nevertheless, this calm young man was preparing to commit a string of brutal murders. Khalil Wheeler Weaver's first victim was 19-year-old Robin West. According to her mother, West struggled with mental health issues. At the time of her disappearance on August 31, 2016, West was getting the majority of her income from sex work. The day after she vanished, local police responded to calls about a fire in an abandoned house. Upon entering the home, they discovered West's charred remains. Her body was so badly burned that she could not be identified until 2 weeks later through the use of dental records. Due to the state of her remains, her cause of death could not be determined.
He probably killed her
When he was
first.
later questioned about West's murder, Wheeler Weaver told detectives that he had gone for a meal with West and dropped her off at an abandoned house about 2 blocks from where she was found. But mere weeks after West's...
Your story already not adding up the first thing you told the cops.
Well, we always watch JCS. Shout out to him. He needs to drop some more videos, but that's another story. But in the interrogation, nothing is ever a coincidence. So coincidentally, you just happen to see her, dropped her off over there, but nothing, you know.
Why the fuck would you drop off at an abandoned house?
I think it's an apartment, whatever was
he
on
said
fire.
Abandoned house. He said he told the cops he went out to eat with her, then dropped off at an abandoned house like 2 blocks from wherever she lived. Fool, that shit don't already make sense.
Body was found. Another woman disappeared under mysterious circumstances. Joanne Brown, who was 33 in 2016, was struggling with homelessness and also had mental health problems. She was last seen getting into Wheeler Weaver's car on October 22nd, 2016, and was reported missing later that month. On December 5th, 2016, Brown's remains were discovered in a different abandoned house. Tape covered her nose and mouth. The cause of death was ultimately ruled as strangulation.
This dude praying
on November
the weak,
22nd,
man.
2016, Wheeler Weaver murdered his third and final victim, 20-year-old Sarah Butler, a second-year student at New Jersey City University. Butler was a deviation from Wheeler Weaver's other victims, as she was not a sex worker and did not struggle with mental health issues.
Exactly, that's what
I just said. This what he about to fuck up at.
Because he was praying on a week, but she a college student.
You fucked with the wrong one.
She was also close to her family and in the middle of earning a degree. Essex County Assistant Prosecutor Adam Wells later described how the tag killer selected victims, saying he targeted women he deemed somehow less than human, less valuable. Wheeler Weaver, said Wells, thought maybe they wouldn't be missed. Wheeler Weaver's murder of Sarah Butler, however, would ultimately result in his capture. Butler was home for Thanksgiving when she met Wheeler Weaver on Tagged, a social media app. The two had planned to go out before, but Butler decided against it. But when Wheeler Weaver offered her $500 for sex, she agreed. Butler jokingly texted him before their date, "You're not a serial killer, right?" Butler told her mother she was going to meet a friend and borrowed her van. Thinking nothing of it, her mother said goodbye. This was the last time anyone would see Sarah Butler alive. Her body was discovered on December 1st, 2016, at the 400-acre Eagle Rock Reservation in West Orange. On November 15th,
that shit
crazy.
Crazy.
I'm call it right now. I think I found the single biggest productivity hack of 2021. It's this Google Chrome extension called Speech.
2016, just before.
That shit crazy. I was gonna say it's crazy because red flag. As soon as he offered you some money, you should just stop texting that nigga. We can't always just be thirsty and go for the money, man. This nigga, you don't even know this nigga. He
right, and then it's not like a seeking arrangements type of app. It's tagged. So.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and then, you know, the young lady had it in the back of her head, like, you're not a serial killer, right?
I had to think in my head, but was it like $500 for sex, or maybe he was like,
said.
That's what they said, but maybe he was like, I got $500 for you. You know, I don't know.
You going off what they said. It's the facts. They got evidence.
I'm just thinking.
They ain't making it up. They said
I know he offered
$500 for sex. And she accepted. But my point is, we can't always just try to go get some quick cash. You know what I'm saying? Just.
Or Butler's murder, another woman named Tiffany Taylor approached authorities regarding an encounter she had with Wheeler Weaver that almost left her dead. Taylor was 34 years old, several months pregnant, and had recently become homeless. She relied on sex work to get by. She told authorities she had made a deal with Wheeler Weaver to pay her for sex. They met at a motel in Elizabeth, New Jersey, and left in Wheeler Weaver's car. But he then put on a ski mask and proceeded to handcuff Taylor and duct tape her mouth. He raped her in the back of the car and strangled her to the point that she lost consciousness. When she awoke, Taylor somehow managed to persuade her captor to drive her back to the motel. Once there, she ran into a room and locked the door. She called 911, but Wheeler Weaver was gone by the time police arrived. Meanwhile, Sarah Butler's family and friends were determined to find justice, and so took matters into their own hands. Butler's sister knew the passwords to her social media accounts, including Tagged. Logging onto Butler's account, she looked through her communications from the time she disappeared and discovered Wheeler Weaver. Butler's sister created a fake profile on Tagged and approached Montclair police about what to do next. Together they arranged a sting operation. On December 6, 2016, Wheeler Weaver arrived at the location he had arranged with his date and was instead met by undercover police officers. He was subsequently taken into custody. On the day he was taken into custody, authorities searched the Tagged killer's home and found 3 cell phones in his bedroom. These revealed several pieces of incriminating evidence, including searches that Wheeler Weaver had made that proved he'd lied to detectives about his whereabouts at the time the three women disappeared. His internet searches included how to make homemade poisons to kill humans, and what chemical could you put on a rag and hold to someone's face to make them go to sleep immediately. It appeared that Wheeler Weaver also thought about applying to become a police officer, as he'd also searched police entrance exam practice test. After tracking Wheeler Weaver's cell phone, authorities could place him at the abandoned house containing West's body.
I be wanting to know, like, what the parents of these serial killers like. I wanted them to get interviewed. Like, the fuck is wrong with your child?
That's heartbreaking, probably too, because they like.
I want to see how they feel. I really do. I want to see how they feel. I want to see what happened.
Yeah, but he crazy. I wonder if they have like signs of crazy when you grow up, because they always say when you're a psychopath, there's always signs. Yeah. And he a serial killer, so did he like kill animals?
He probably was killing dead animals, fucking killing cats and shit.
Growing up, eating lizards. He had to show a little bit of a sign, or some people.
Or he could have just. What if he just clicked like? Yeah. Because he killing all women. That's like sex workers.
They need to dig into his family life.
Maybe somebody like fucking belittled him or some shit, or he fucking hate women or some shit.
It always.
He a fucking weirdo.
Which was set on fire in September 2016. His phone records also revealed that he had initially driven away but then went back to watch the building burn. Prosecutors also showed that the last person to call Joanne Brown before she disappeared was none other than Wheeler Weaver himself. He picked her up, brought her to the abandoned house, and spent about an hour there before he left. Her body was found in the home around 6 weeks later. In February 2017, Wheeler Weaver was indicted on 3 counts of murder, 1 count of attempted murder, aggravated arson, desecration of human remains, aggravated sexual assault, and kidnapping. He pled not guilty to the 3 murders and the charge of attempted murder. In December 2019, Khalil Wheeler Weaver finally had his day in court. A jury found him guilty of 11 charges, including 3 counts of murder and desecration of human remains, attempted murder, 2 counts of aggravated sexual assault, aggravated arson, and kidnapping. At his sentencing on October 6, 2021, a number of his victims' family members had the opportunity to speak. I will never forget her smile, her face, her walk, her desire to help homeless people, West's mother said. The world focuses on the last month of her life. She had a whole entire life before her demise. When it came time for Butler's father to address the court, he turned to face his daughter's killer. I hope you suffer, boy, he said, every night. Wheeler Weaver's would-be victim, Taylor, also spoke. My whole life is different. I don't wear makeup anymore. I don't have friends. I'm always paranoid. But I'm happy to still be here, she said. Then, Taylor turned to the judge. I hope you don't show him any remorse, she added, because he's not showing any remorse. Though Khalil Wheeler Weaver claimed he was framed, the judge sided with his would-be victim and his victims' families. The tagged killer was sentenced to 160 years in prison. Khalil believed these victims were disposable. He killed them, and then he went on about his day, as if nothing had happened. But each of these women's lives mattered. Let me know, do you think Khalil was framed? We've come to the end. Thank you for watching.
That nigga got 163 years.
He deserves it.
Life. Hey, boy, they gon' break it down there. I wonder if they about to harass him in jail, because sexual assault, you like basically killing women, raping them. Like I heard they don't place who calling to that in the penitentiary. You got 163 years to think about that. That's Ginger, y'all. I know. She gets a little frisky.
She tugging on me.
But yeah, man, that boy said, do y'all think he was framed? No.
He crazy. It's the evidence. It's tracked. It's 2000. Well, that was 2016. Yeah.
I ain't pay attention.
Yeah, it's 2016. You're on the dating now.
It's tagged.
It's tagged.
How the fuck he gonna be framed if he on the app committing crimes, bro? He talking to everybody, got messages set up.
You took these young ladies' lives for no reason.
For no reason. Because actually probably you were suffering from mental illness, you know what I'm saying? And he failed to get that checked out, so he checked out mentally and did the
Now,
unthinkable.
he checked in jail for the rest of his life.
He did the unthinkable and the
suffering.
unspeakable.
No matter in 30 years from now, you're gonna come back and say like, "Oh, I didn't change. He didn't know." You
In
still
30
gonna
years,
be
you're gonna
in
be like,
jail.
I still got 130 more
they still not
motherfucking
gonna be
years,
here.
boy, and
He's
you gonna be dead. But
You said what?
I said in 30 years, he gonna look up and be like, damn, I still got 130 years. But yeah, man, that was our reaction video for the day. Y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Y'all comment and let us know what y'all think about this crazy bozo, man. You know what I'm saying? Big Wave God.
La la Lancy.
And we gone.